I'm gonna tell you I'm going live on Instagram stories and I never do. But it's better late than never. First of all, I want to apologize deeply for like not showing up for a total of like 2 3 days. These lives are meant to be every day. Right now, life has thrown me in a conundrum. I feel like I say that a lot, conundrum. Life has thrown me in a big fat mess and I need your help. Usually I said I was gonna do like this thing where we have you tell me your problems and then I solve them. But I think we're gonna start that next week, Sunday. Right now, I need help. So, life has thrown me in a conundrum. And I really want your suggestions. Please comment. I'll read all the comments. Let me see if the comment thing is open. Okay, it is. So basically, I really cherish my friends and value my friends as a person. Like, I'm someone who, I have a bad back. I'm someone who really cherishes and values my friends as a person because I never really had too many friends ever, right? I never knew it was like I was being punished for being pretty. And I'm not saying like, hey, I'm the prettiest girl on the block, but shit, I'm pretty. Shit, I'm pretty. And I didn't realize like I was being punished my whole life for that. I was just like, why people don't like me for no reason? I'm nice. Like, okay, I might not be nice, but I'm kind. I try to be a Christian. Sometimes I don't do bad to people, right? And I don't betray my friends. Like, it's not something that I do. Naturally, I'm a very loyal person. And I hate to be that zodiac girl, but I am a Cancer, okay? And I am loyal, right? So I take my friends like very seriously and I'm really loyal and I expect the same level of loyalty from them. That being said, it means I have never ever been someone to be neutral in my life about a friendship. Like I've never been neutral. Like I don't want to be neutral. I never want to be the neutral person. I want you to know very, very clearly where I stand at every given point in time. Unless you're a man, then I mean we're all allowed to play games, eh? But I'm saying like in friendships, like we need to be very clear at every given point in time, right? So always, hey, always, Jesus. Ishfarta. I have always hated the idea of a neutral friend or people who are neutral in friendships because I feel like when someone is saying they're neutral, they've picked a side and it's not yours, baby. They have picked a side. My back. Before my whole boob shows on the whole internet. What the heck? This is why going live is dangerous. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, maybe I should end my mic next time. But yeah, I pick my friends and I'm like, look, I selected you very carefully. People don't even want to be my friend in the first place. So like you're here, you've passed that first hurdle, and I've selected you very carefully and you're special to me, so that means I owe you a certain level of loyalty. Like I know that's not a term we like to use these days. It's not a term that us Gen Zs use. It's not something that you commonly hear, but I really do strongly believe in loyalty, right? So I'm loyal to my friends and I expect that from them too. Now, I always used to be the person that would say I can never be a neutral friend. In fact, I think I made like several TikToks about this, about like never being neutral in my whole life, and like about how neutral friends are not your friends, and if they say they're neutral, they've picked a side and it's not yours. Yeah, that's why I stopped. But the thing about life is the moment you say never, never's like, oh, but I'm right here. The moment you say, I will never do such a thing, I will never, the thing is like, eh. Are you sure about that? Are you sure I can show you one or two things, one or two steps? So, I've been swearing my whole life I will never ever be neutral. And then I got into this new like friendship group. Now I've never had a friendship group in my life. Like I'm not a group girl, right? Girl, I'm somewhere on the spectrum. Like I feel I have to admit it. Do you know what I mean? Like I just want to be in the nature and the clouds, like with the butterflies. Like I don't really know what's going on. you know, I don't really know what's going on. So I'm like, okay, I'm not like self-aware enough to like be, not that I'm not self-aware, but I'm not aware enough of like social settings to be in a group setting of friends, right? And I also feel like groups are just like a little bit tricky. They just add an extra dynamic, extra politics that I just think are not necessary. So I've always been the kind of person that has like friends from different parts of the world and different parts of life, and they all meet and connect because of me. I'm that kind of person. So I've always had like different friends in different groups, or even if they're not in their own group, I've never had a friendship group. So for the first time in my life, I have a friendship group, right? And whew, group dynamics are intense. That's all I can say. I think I need to kneel down because my back is hurting like an old lady. Oh my God. Let's do this. Yeah, let's kneel down. So, when there's a group, there comes like things like misunderstandings, different forms of communication, different level of expectation from different people, and stuff like that. And I was quite new in the group, and I've also kind of, okay, let me not lie, this is not my first group. I've kind of been in a semi group before, like when I was in law school, but I'm so like anti-partisan that you wouldn't even think I'm in the group. I'm just there like, I'm here to have fun. Like, what's going on, girls? Like, and I'll tell you, this is what you did wrong, this is what you did right. Like I said, I always like to be very clear with my stance with my friends. Like, I want you to know at every given point in time, this is your stance with me, right? I don't like leaving people in the unknown because people have done that to me in the past. And not only was it anxiety inducing, it was extremely mean, okay? When you toss people around. So I always like toss pass. No, I always let people know. So, so that friendship group, we're not going to talk about that today. Let's just say this is my real adult friendship group. There's a bunch of girls. I meet one girl, I'm introduced to like the whole group, and it's fun and it's nice, and we all like each other. Except I didn't really like one girl. Let me be honest. I didn't really like her so much. Like, I didn't hate her, but like, when you don't connect with someone, those are things you have to deal when you're in a group dynamic. Do you get? So in group dynamics, people come, people leave, and the group kind of shifts, right, constantly. And I don't know how to deal with that. I don't know how to deal with the group dynamic because now it feels like I have to be a neutral friend. And I have sworn in my life to never be a neutral friend. So I'm like so confused, right? So like I said, I moved here. I had that semi like friendship group that didn't really work. They didn't really like me. They didn't like me, point blank, period. They didn't like me. They hated me. Now that I think about it, it's probably because I'm pretty. Because I remember one time one of the girls invited me somewhere, and she was like, oh, I looked good, and she was like, I'll just tear your outfit right now. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, why I say that for, but like, I guess thanks for the compliment. But I didn't have any other friends because I just moved here from Lagos and the UK. I was in Lagos when I was in high school, and then in the UK for uni. So I didn't really have much of an active social life. My parents were like really strict, so I was just like happy to have friends. Like, I'll be the first to say it and not be ashamed. Like, I was happy to have people that were my friends. Anyways, that being said, apart from those people, I didn't really, again, like I said, I didn't really know many people. I moved to Abuja during law school. As I came here and that friendship didn't work with those people, I kind of found my way into like other friendships, right? Because that's what happens when you go out. Like, there was a time I was on TikTok, literally going out with strangers. Like, strange people will message me. I don't know them from anywhere, and they'll be like, "Oh, Ima, let's go for brunch," and I'll be like, "Yeah, sure, let's do it." Let's do it, because why the frick not? Not Fuck. Why the freak? I don't swear. We're ladies. Okay, we don't sweat. We're ladies. So I found my way into that friendship group, and everything is good, everything is nice. But like I said, I didn't like one person. I could notice the group dynamic was kind of shifting against that person because that person was a little bit intense. That person leaves the group. I was very direct with them about how I felt about what they did, right? But I can understand that now, that when you're a bunch of people against one person and you're in a group, it kind of comes off as like the group is going off at this person. And if it's one person's opinion, it can feel like that person is leading the group, even though that's not really the case for me, because I'm not being led, because my group dynamic ends with the group. Like, do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean? Anyways, let me go to the issue at hand because I feel like I've been yapping. So now there's another girl in the group who's like a really sweet girl. I don't know her so personally. We're friends, we're friendly, but like we've not gotten to that stage of like, visiting each other and going for brunch together type of stuff. So I haven't also really made my attempt with her because I'm very careful when it comes to friends. I'm just like, look, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I've seen Shege. Okay, I've seen Shege and Shege Pro Max in the hands of people that call themselves friends. Like, if I start to tell you guys about what I've seen in the hands of some crazy people. Anyway, so I was like, I wasn't really chasing it from her, but I was like, if it comes, fine. If it doesn't come, fine. I'm open. So we had several different conversations about different things. She was interested in my foundation. She's a really sweet girl, really nice girl. Anyway, she has a fallout, rightfully so, with one of the other girls in the group, two of the other girls in the group, or one, and then vicariously the other one, so two girls in the group. And I didn't know this. So at this point in time, I've traveled. I'm not around because I'm barely around. Like I said, I'm not as invested in the group scenario. Oh, my back hurts. We have to sit down. Okay. I'm not as invested in the group scenario, right? But I love them as people. I love the friends. I love my friends, but like I'm not invested in that group thing because it's just not something I did, right? So I didn't really know what was going on, right? I just traveled, told everybody my many goodbyes, and like, guys, you're not gonna really gonna hear from me that often because I'm gonna be busy. I'll see you guys when I come back, right? Type of thing. So everyone's like, yeah, fine. So I come back and I've been invited to a party by Soft Sweet Girl. Let's call her Soft Sweet Girl. Soft Sweet Girl, very soft and sweet girl. And I messaged the other girls in the group and I'm like, oh my god, girls, like I'm back in Abuja. I can't wait to see you guys at the party because I just thought everybody was gonna be at the party. I was the only one at the party from the group, and I was like, wait, what kind of plus twist is that? Well, not plus twist. What kind of plot twist is that? Like, who would have thought? Who would have freaking thought? So now I'm like a little bit confused because I'm just wondering like what's going on because I'm not aware. Anyways, we have a mini conversation, nothing too intense. I'm also not someone that necessarily pries. I wait for people to tell me information. I find out what I want to find out and act like I don't know. Like I'm not a prying person. So she kind of gives me like a brief summary of why she's not like, with all of this and stuff. And I get it. I 100% get it. Anyways, I'm like, okay, this is awkward. And I don't know what to do because she's a really sweet girl and she's extending her arm towards me. But I met her through some other people. And those people are my friend too, right? And they had a misunderstanding, which I can see as a third party outside, that it was just a misunderstanding and they really, really love each other, right? But me as a bystander, am I expected to like pick a side? Am I expected to like not hang out with soft sweet girl because like the other people are not hanging out with her? Am I expected to like not hang out with the other people because Sophie girl and them are not hanging out anymore. And I'm just like, because I've never been in situations, like I said, I'm always strict with my friends. I've never had a situation where I'm in murky waters. I've never had a situation where I have a friend who's friends with someone I'm no longer friends with. Like, that's just not something that really happens in my life. So, like, I don't really know how to deal with it. And I just feel like life is just throwing me one of those, like you said, it will never happen, right? I'm going to throw you the cards. Take it, eat it, play with it, okay? So I'm a little bit confused now, especially because like soft sweet girl, I just saw her message has invited me to another thing, which I know the other, like some of the other friends are not gonna be at, and I'm like, I don't know what to do, guys. Like, oh my god, I literally have like ADHD. Like my brain is fried. I don't need like I'm just like this is like a lot more problems, and I just want everybody to make up. Because I really do truly feel like in my heart of hearts that it's a misunderstanding and they really love each other. But now I'm just kind of like, what do I do? You know. I don't know. Have you ever been a neutral friend? I don't think that I'm neutral. I guess this is the definition of really truly being neutral, right? Because I'm not necessarily taking anybody's side. I've called everybody out for what they do and did wrong, right? But at the same time, it's kind of like it will feel to the other people if I'm hanging out with one set of other people that I'm against them, which I'm really not, you know? It's crazy. So now I don't know what to do. I don't know if you've ever been in this kind of situation. Let me know. I need some advice, girls. I need some advice, besties. Like, let me know, how did you handle such a situation? And are you still friends with them till date? And did you have to make a choice? And what things did you hinge making your choices on? Because, like, I am so confused and I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Anyways, besties, I hope you're good though. Make sure you're checking my Instagram stories because for the what do you call it, thingamabob, for the one where I get your dilemmas, I'm gonna put them on my Instagram stories, and you're gonna have to send me your dilemmas there. Okay, so make sure you're constantly checking my Instagram stories and my TikTok because I make all those announcements there. And I'll see you in the next live, besties. I'm so sorry I didn't show up for a few days. Like, you know when life just be lifing? Life was lifing. Okay, they literally stole my wig bundles. Like my wig bundles are stolen in like the past few days. And oh my god, just side note, people on TikTok were like, "Oh my god, go and arrest the person who stole your bundles from your wig." And I'm like, girl, why would I waste that much time? Don't you know that rich people buy time? You can't get your time back. I feel like okay, the silent investor said, I feel like you should have a conversation with them, both parties. I mean, wait, I'm trying to open it. Oh my god, I can't see the comment anymore. Someone made a comment. I don't know how to see it. I think it's gone. Oops, I accidentally deleted the message. I'm so sorry, Bessie. Can you send that message again? Because I accidentally deleted it. I'm about to have a conversation with one of the other parties. So I've had a conversation with another set of parties, right? And I've been like, okay, this is what you do that might have come off as this way, even though that's not what happened now. So you need to understand that given the according to lawyers and in law, we call it ratio decedent. No, not ratio decedent, girl, precedence, right? You have precedence, like this is how it normally goes, so I can predict that this is what happened, even though in this one case the prediction was wrong because she didn't actually do that. Like even though usually it feels like she did, she actually didn't do that. So I had a conversation with her and I was like, you know what, like party A, this is why it might have come off to this, like her, and party A is willing to have a conversation, but party B, I don't know how ready she is for a conversation. And like everybody's about to like move to like different ends of the earth. Bessie, can you please send me that comment again? Like it literally, I accidentally deleted it. Anyways, I was saying, yeah, everybody's about to move to like different parts of the world really soon, and I would just love at the very least, right, even if they don't like ever become friends anymore, to have a conversation and not end on sour terms. So if I see you at the airport in a random country, if I see you somewhere, I can say hi to you, and we can say hi to each other and just, call it a day. I feel so bad. Someone left a comment and I literally accidentally deleted it trying to read it. Besties, I'm still figuring out this life stuff, okay? So yeah, I just came back from a barbecue. So that's why I still have makeup on. I'm gonna take it off and I'm literally ready for bed. Tomorrow is literally the most hectic day of my life. Every day is the most hectic day of my life ever since I became an adult. And mind you, I didn't choose to become an adult, okay? I just woke up here and all of this is happening. Every day is hectic as shit. I feel like you should have a conversation with them. I can't see the bottom part. I don't know what to do. How do I open it? How weird it is for you and not being fair for you to have to choose between. I get, okay, so this person is basically saying that I should let them know that it's not fair for them to put me in the middle, but they're not being selfish about putting me in the middle. That's the thing. Like neither of them has said, oh, I don't want you to hang out with the other party. Do you get what I mean? And honestly, they do love each other, so I don't think it'd be a problem if I hang out with this person. But it's just awkward for me because I'm the kind of person, like if you joined the live at the beginning, I said I'm the kind of person who is very loyal, and I'm someone who literally believes in taking a side. And I feel like life is playing a game at me by putting me in a situation where it's so hard to like pick a side because there's no side to pick. Anyways, as I was saying, I went to a barbecue and like tomorrow I have possibly a Thanksgiving dinner, which I'm so pissed off, by the way. Okay, so some lady called me, right? She's like a boss. Okay, I shouldn't complain about my bosses. Whatever. Whatever. We're on YouTube, okay? Whatever. Anything goes. She's kind of like a boss, okay? Like a boss. She's like one of my bosses, okay? I do different things. Anyways, she calls me because she tried to hook me up with this guy, and like honestly, I don't know. Guys, let's not talk about that. And that guy literally like, anyways, let's not talk about that. He literally like calls me every day, nonstop, every morning. Like, I've never had a real conversation. Like, why are you calling me at 8 a.m.? Why are you calling me at 7 a.m.? Why are you trying to wake me up? Why? Ooh, my wine. Ooh. Not me putting the camera this way and then I'm like, oh, my wine. I really shouldn't have any more because I'm just about to finish my antibiotics. But like, you only live once, anyways. It's either the bugs are gonna kill you or the antibiotics are gonna kill the one because something's gonna kill you, girl. Okay. That is a full-bodied Shiraz. Anyways, I was saying, so she calls me to tell me like, oh, have I spoken to this guy that she sucked me up with? And I was like, not really. I told him I was traveling because this guy doesn't have anything useful to say. Why trying to be having conversations with me? Like, you haven't met me. We've never, like, we don't know each other. Why am I just gonna be on the phone with you? Like, are you okay? And he's like sending me texts, calling me all the time, like trying to be on. I'm like, I don't know you, bro. No. So I don't pick up his calls. Like, no, you're not my friend. I don't know you. Anyway, so she calls me like, oh my god, this guy's been trying to reach out to you, type of shit, type of thing. Sorry, we don't swear on ladies. Elegant ladies, okay? You guys don't go and post this thing in the future when I'm trying to be president. Someone will now come and screenshot this part where I say shit and see her. She has no decorum. You have no decorum. You have no decorum. Okay? Anyways, I was saying, so she's like, oh my god, she's even in Abuja, her son is having Thanksgiving, her son is graduating, Thanksgiving, whatever, that I should attend. Now, because she's a boss of mine, I'm trying to attend because that's what you do when someone's your boss, you lick ass. It's normal, like in the corporate world. And I don't have a corporate job, mind you. So she tells me about it, but she doesn't share the details. And she keeps telling me she'll share the details. I asked her last at like 9 p.m. and I was like, girl, I didn't see anything. Like, if she hasn't sent me anything before 6 a.m. tomorrow, I'm not going. Matter of fact, I don't want to go because my mom just finished her exams for her PhD. So she wants us to go for like a dinner to celebrate. Because one day I'll finally introduce my mom to you guys, maybe as a podcast. My mom is a very interesting and very intelligent woman, and like her brain needs to be picked, you know. So one day I will introduce you guys to her. But she just finished her PhD and not finished. She just wrote her exam. So she wants us to go. She wants us to go for dinner to celebrate. So aside going to church, which my grandma is forcing me because tomorrow is bazaar. Grandma's Catholic, by the way. Aside going to church and potentially going to this woman's Thanksgiving, my friends have also invited me to the water park. Guess where I want to go? Of course, the water park. Duh. They've also invited me to the water park, and then my mom wants to take us for dinner. So it's like, I'm only one person. I still have to edit and post, by the way, which is one of the reasons why I started going live on YouTube, so I can just like show up here. I still have to edit and post for TikTok. Okay, so yeah. Your girl's always going through a lot. And adulting be adulting sometimes. Okay, so I want to go to bed early and figure out my life. And what can be and what shall not be. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future is bright to see. Que sera, sera. I hope that formed like a lullaby. Like, I have so much stuff piled up. I'm already so tired. So I'm really hoping that woman, sorry, one of the besties just left a comment because this is live in case you're watching the video after. It was like that they're stressed out for me because I have so much stuff piled up, and I'm like, yeah. So I'm hoping she actually doesn't send the address, or she sends it to me like tomorrow morning and I'll be like, oh my god, I'm just seeing this like so late, you didn't send it to me yesterday, and I'll just not go because I have to go for my mom's dinner. My friend's water park thing, I don't have to go. I want to go. So I might just ditch that and honestly just end up going for church and my mom's dinner. Okay? But yeah, besties, I have to go to bed. I have to literally go and take off my makeup and go to bed. Anyway, just make sure you're checking my Instagram stories because I'm gonna put in the question box on one of the days for you guys to let me know what your dilemmas are so we can go on live next week Sunday and talk about all your problems, okay? Because I'm a genie in a bottle. Actually, a genie on YouTube in your phone. Love you, besties. Bye. Mwah.